What is something a sexual partner has said to you in bed that has eased your anxiety? Specify male, female, non-binary if you like, or it helps to add context. My husband has said so many wonderful things over the years, but the first time we had PIV after our son was born and I was afraid it would be painful, very difficult birth with 10 lb baby. The minute anything isn't comfortable, I'll stop. Slow and easy, slow and easy. There is no rush. And I swear my worries just evaporated and it was so tender and sweet and lovely. This man, if I could clone him, would make me a billionaire. He's just amazing. You know I want more than just your body, right? I'm 3 months postpartum and had a 3rd-degree tear and an episiotomy. I also had someone remove my catheter incorrectly and caused a urethra prolapse which hasn't healed because when do I have time to exercise? Baby doesn't sleep unless he's held. Husband and I have just been fooling around. Using external stimulation for me via toys. Used them pre-pregnancy, always loved them. This week my doctor gave me the go-ahead to try sex. So I bought lube, never used to need it, and told hubby we can try, let's just go slow. Last night we were getting frisky and I went to grab the lube. He said, can we just fool around like we usually do? I don't think you're ready. I know you said you are, but I can feel you're stressed about it and I don't want you to be. Let's try later and just enjoy tonight. My heart melted. But I'm pretty frustrated with my healing process. Wasn't expecting it to take this long. When I told my husband that, he said when we decided to get pregnant, I was prepared for healing to take longer than expected, so don't worry. Because I'm not worried. Love this man. We were in our first 2 months of dating. We were messing around on the couch and he started to take my shirt off. I said I felt bloated and fat. He said, I think you're beautiful, would you like to get under the sheets? That was nice. He respected that I didn't want to be naked and exposed. Asked for consent. Every step of the way. Very sexy. Very loving. I fell in love. He said, I love your scent. He also told me that he did the sign of the cross and thanked the Lord when he saw my figure during doggy style. We have all the time in the world. There's nobody here expect us and we're not accountable to anyone. Made me feel so much better. He was right, there was no reason to do anything I wouldn't enjoy. I want you to lay back and relax, and let me go down on you for as long as I want. My boyfriend once said, I could fuck you all night, and I said, then why don't you? To be sexy, and he very sweetly said, because I know it'll hurt you if I do. I don't know why, but something about him breaking the hotness to be serious and sensitive to my body really let me feel like I can be open with him about so many things. I just undressed getting ready and she said, you're so fucking hot, and her mouth was open. I felt like a goddess and wonderful. She held my hand and kept checking in on me while we did it. Very sweet. I have these stretch marks that arch over my hips. He rubbed his thumb over them and said, I like your strips. I never really had a problem with them before, but I found them beautiful after that. I, 23F, have a ton of stretch marks all over my thighs, hips, back, and chest. Puberty hit me like a ton of bricks. Lol. My partner, 23M, said I look like a Greek statue made of veined marble. I didn't know if I was gonna cry or have an orgasm. I'm MTF. She said, I know you are trans, and you sometimes don't like your body. Tonight I'm here to make you feel very sexy and loved. Since you hate penis and vagina sex, we won't do that tonight. What made it more special is that I know this woman loved vagina penetration a ton. She was fine with just fingering and dildos. This lady also took the time to read through my list of preferred terms for my various body parts, and only ever used those terms. Buttholes are supposed to have hair. I tripped taking my pants off and she said I was good enough in bed that she'd overlook it. We were both laughing, of course. Look at me, it was incredibly intimate. Also, anytime a partner has said my name during sex is reassuring. Not quite sure why, but there you go. First time we ever had sex, he asked, very enthusiastically, can I eat you out? There was something so hot about, can I? Versus the usual, do you want me to? From other guys I'd been with. I was previously so insecure about receiving oral and always thought of it as some favor my sexual partners were doing for me. Shout out to my ex for reinforcing that, which felt very unsexy. But my current partner really wanted to do it, and I could tell that it wasn't just for me, but an act that both of us would enjoy. And boy did I enjoy it. My husband is very self-aware and knows he's on the far end of the large spectrum. I'm only human. In the early stages of our relationship I was trying to impress him and he could see I was struggling, so he calmly said, "There's no rush. I'm here with you and I want to enjoy this, and I can't enjoy it if you can't enjoy it. Lay back and relax." It was the sincerity in his voice that kinda gave me my voice and let me say this hurts, this is too much, etc. etc. Now our sex life is straight up magical. Why don't you get on top so you can take it as slow as you'd like? The first time we did it, we were laying in bed, him on top of me. As he pulled off my top, he just kinda stopped for a moment, looked down at me, covered his face for a second and said, "Oh my God, you are so beautiful." I just melted right then and there. What he says. He tells me I am beautiful, and means it. He asks for consent consistently and constantly, and the way he does it is hot. He communicates and wants me to communicate. What he does. He looks me right in my eyes. He touches me all over and it excites us both. He holds me like he means it. He wants to bring me pleasure. He is vulnerable with me. He makes me smile and belly laugh. Honestly, I could go on and on. Isn't that amazing? I feel so lucky. I went more than one half my life without these things, so I am very appreciative and happy. I had a real bad past with SAW starting from toddler age. Sometimes I think back to all these times during sex with my current partner. One time, my body froze and I blanked out. My partner noticed this, he cupped my face, stroked my hair and said, "Hey, it's okay, you're completely safe with me. We don't have to do this." And kissed me on the forehead and began to kiss me all over my face with such softness and gentleness. Instantly, my body just relaxed and I felt so safe in his arms. She said, your pubes aren't that long." My fiancé asked for consent before doing something when we first started being intimate. Kissing? Asked if it was okay. Touching my breasts or vagina? Asked first. Fingering, massages, oral, literally everything? Asked. He gave me oral a few weeks after we started dating, and as he moved down my body and asked if things were okay. Did it feel okay? How's the pressure, etc. I honestly knew I'd marry him right then and there. I've slept with quite a few people in my time, and not once did anyone else do that. Ever. After that, I knew he would respect and love me the way I deserve. He still asks about how things feel, and will ask about trying new things as well. He never does anything to me without my explicit consent, and that makes me feel respected, understood, and loved. What's wrong? Are you okay? Let's stop and talk about it. And just generally expressing his desire to put my pleasure first. Are you ready? He said my name. You're the most beautiful woman in the world, and meant every word. In the middle of switching positions, I felt the urge to fart. Also the first time this would be happening, we've been seeing each other for a short time, and I told him that we had to stop because I was going to fart. He immediately laid down on the bed with me and then I got nervous and after a minute finally just let it rip. Twice. Still embarrassed he was like, whatever. Everyone does it, and then we proceeded to continue our session. Made me feel so comfy, safe and desired farts and all. The things you feel insecure about, I assure you I won't care about. I'm a grown man. I'll love all of you. My BF to me, before we were intimate the first time, after I told him I had some insecurities about my body. Update. He kept his word. When we were making out in his room and he started unzipping my pants, I had a moment of hesitation and froze. Previous SAW survivor. He noticed the shift in my body language right away, stopped, zipped up my pants, kissed me on the forehead and asked if I wanted to stop and watch a movie instead. I think I fell in love with him after that. 4 years later, we're married and have a baby on the way. It was the first time with my actual partner, unexpected. And I was nervous cause I didn't shave and I came from a relationship where I was ashamed of not doing it. So I said to him, "I'm sorry but I didn't shave myself," and he said, "Don't worry, me neither, is that okay?" and he kissed my forehead. We laughed and started kissing and became the best sex ever. This guy reminded me that not all men are trash like my ex. He told me I was beautiful and he loves being in bed with me and loves making me feel good. Just asking for consent and checking in, really. Showing care for your partner has the power to really elevate a sexual encounter for some people. I like feeling cared for. Play on your phone. Watch some TV. Do what you want. I'm gonna be down here a long time. This is for me. This is my happy place, he said from between my thighs. He knows I have bad anxiety about taking a long time to finish. He takes all the pressure off me and makes me feel like he really wants to be down there. He's the best. She called me by name. Giggled. Then said something in my mother tongue. Just hearing him get genuinely excited about my body while I was undressing. It helped that he was vocal throughout. And we were laughing at times too. Felt so comfortable from the very first time.